All right, guys, Mr. Talbot here for you. Wanted to give you a little rundown on our 6.1 assignment, one of our final ones of the term, and that's going to be over the Cold War. We're going to be making a cause-effect chart. And so you're going to begin again, always reading these directions carefully. I've given you a lot of links. You're going to pick just one of them, whichever you're interested in. We know during the Cold War that the West and the East are having these different conflicts, particularly the Americans and the Soviets. So you're going to look at, one of these ways they kind of competed. Either that's through the alliance system they made, through the space race, the arms race, or a specific individual proxy war from a comic standpoint, or you could kind of look towards the end with the collapse of the Soviet Union. Whichever one you pick, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to highlight whichever one you select. Okay. Now, I've provided you a resource. It's usually a Wikipedia or a shorter like Duxter's article or a history.com article. That should give you all the information you need, but you're welcome to use other sources if you like. What you're going to do is you have to do this thing called contextualizing, where you're kind of explaining what's going on in the world that kind of where does your event, whether that's the arms race or the space race or the proxy war, where does it kind of fit in the Cold War? In particular, it kind of explained to me, what's the causes of the Cold War and who's going to be involved in this proxy war, who's going to be involved in the space race. The very, very, think of it like back of a baseball card, who's on the team and, where's it taking place. So that's the contextualizing. Then the other part of it is you want to explain to me, why is your topic going to matter to the Cold War? Okay, why does the Vietnam matter in the context of the Cold War? Why did the space race matter in the context of the Cold War? As always, make sure you are putting things into your own words or properly putting them into quotation marks. If you do use quotes, which you don't have to, and in fact, I would encourage you not to. If you do use quotes, you have to make a works cited page. If everything's your own original writing, you do not need to use that. So then you're going to see down here, we want you to include multiple causes and effects. These should be things that go together, okay? So like, a cause being, the Soviet Union launches the Sputnik satellite. The effect being there's an increase in funding for the American space program to try and catch up. The French are going to be pulling out of Vietnam. The effect is the communists are going to come more to power. So that can be kind of before things happen, but these can also be later causes. The cause being the Berlin Wall collapses, and then the effect of that would be, free elections coming to East Germany or Germany being reunified. So they can be causes from before an event, during an event, or the end of an event. But they should go together. That connection between them is where you can get a lot of your points. Got to do at least 2 pairs. You can do up to 4 pairs. The more you do, the more likely you are to get maximum points. Keep that in mind. Again, this works cited is only for those that use direct quotes. If you didn't do that, you'll be fine. So when we're thinking about here, as long as you are hitting each part of the prompts, you're going to be in good shape, okay? When you're thinking about causes and effects, you'll notice I've given you a lot of stuff here in the greens. Those are things to kind of check out. You don't have to answer all those, but those are some potential things that could be a cause and an effect that you kind of look for as you read your article, as you make your pairs. If you get stuck on anything, let me know. But this assignment's probably going to take you, about an hour or so looking through this, finding your pairs, and then probably another hour or so putting it all together and submitting it. Again, if you get stuck, let me know. Otherwise, good luck, and I'm excited to see your final products.